Alright, welcome everybody to Cities Skylines. In the last episode, I don't even remember what we were doing. I think we were just kind of waiting for our industry to kind of bounce back here after changing the type and changing some policies about it. But in this one, we are probably going to work on creating a couple interchanges right here. I don't think we're really needed right now, but I just kind of want to get them out of the way to make life easier on us and to just kind of get development maybe going on this side as well. I'm not sure yet if we want to do that, but see what happens. So, yeah, in the recent I don't know couple weeks or so, I found a new mod. It's the same mod. It's the same traffic manager mod, but it fixed everything. It fixed the time traffic lights. I even messed with it. I was glad it was working, but I did the same thing that you normally do with what breaks the original mod, and that is upgrade the road, and it still worked. It's still working great in my other city. So I'm so glad I found this mod. It replaces it. It's made by a whole nother guy, but he just took it and fixed it. And I'm not sure what's going on with the other developer that actually started that project because I don't know. It kind of seems like it's kind of stalled out a little bit. Like there's support for Traffic Plus Plus, but honestly, when I've got both of those installed, even on my high-end machine here, things just come to a crawl. Like number 3 and traffic just barely crawls along. So I think there's lots of optimization that needs to go. But if you guys ever have any questions or anything about mods, you definitely look in the description. Most likely you're going to be there. Like any building mods are probably not going to be there. And if you have any questions about those, you can ask and I'll try and find them. But I've just got so many mods, I had to limit it to actually, like, I guess mods, like actual things that change aspects of the game, whether that be, the traffic manager or whatnot. Just something that was actually modding the game instead of just, adding a building or something like that. So we've also got a few new mods here. We've got this mod. This is supposed to be an active project. So this is the first thing they created was the 6-lane highway. Now, more or less, it's just the 6-lane one-way avenue, but it increases the speed and takes out like this sidewalks and everything. The bridges look nice. I think it kind of brings back the sidewalk when you have the bridge, yeah. But I do like how the bridges look. But they're supposed to be working on like a whole bunch. It's supposed to be like basically the NAM and RHW mods for City Skylines, which is very, very exciting. I can't wait for. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and start by doing this one here. I kind of don't want to do this quite yet, but I'm gonna start with this one and kind of see how the city reacts to it. See how the cars react. See how everything goes. These are going to be turned into one-ways. I feel like we need more space. Let me see if we need more space. Let me get the right tool out. I just kind of feel like we need more space here, and I think we do. I want to make sure. So this is, you're getting an idea of how I'm going to build these. I think I showed you guys over there on the industrial area. But yeah, I think we're going to need just a little bit more space if we can. We might be good. No, I think we are going to need a little bit more space. I didn't realize how close I built these to this. Should we just take out a row of houses? I don't really want to do that. I want to kind of keep that look. We can kind of bump it over a little bit, but I want to be careful doing that. But I think we may need to do that. So why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and take out an area like this to make sure we keep it nice and straight like it's been. Let's go and bring a road out along here, and then let's grab this tool. And so if we did it like right there, I think that would be good. So we just take the freeway out over to here. I think that'll work, and then kind of maybe gently curve this back in or something. I don't know, but okay, just to give ourselves more space, because I mean we need space to create the on and off ramps, and we don't have that much room to create, and this game doesn't really like doing the tight fit stuff, so we just kind of need to expand out like that, and give ourselves just a little bit more room. which I think in the long run will be good as well, just in case, like I said, if the mod ever updates, you know, we want to add more lanes and whatnot, at least we'll have the room to do it. Because I've kind of been building all my cities to kind of not be very future-proof. Like, I've been really excited about those mods, but I have not really been thinking about those mods, so I guess that makes sense. So things are really close to each other and whatnot. So is this kind of up? This is kind of raised up, so this is going to be making this a little bit interesting. I'm not sure. I've played on this map on my own before, and I don't remember it being elevated like this. I do remember there being kind of a hill there, but I don't remember it being elevated like that. But oh well. We do need to be careful. Well, we're doing okay with money right now, but we do need to be careful. I think right now we will also just stick with. I think we'll just stick with doing a two-way road. I really do. I don't know. Should we just go to one ways? How many people do we have? We have about 10,000, so maybe, I don't know. I guess, yeah, let's just go with one ways, just so that way, because I already know that the city's going to grow, and, man, I'm getting those kind of close too, aren't I? It was good. It started out good, and then I kind of just messed it up, so just kind of keep ourselves a little different, a little space. Let's go with that. Alright, so that should work, and it'll be a little bit easier on the curve as well. We definitely need to get, do we need those power lines? Yeah, we need those power lines. Wasn't sure if those were the ones that supposedly non-existed, so let's go ahead and cut this guy back here, just so we kind of, man, we're gonna, I wish this game made doing bridges and curves a lot easier, but well, so what I want to do is actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and start by building. Let's go ahead and build straight out, and we need to build the frontage road on this side. So no, let's give some space. Let's go and do something like that. That'll work. Okay, and that'll kind of give us a little bit of a guide as well. But I don't really have too much in way on that side because I deleted it before I did anything. But I'm going to go ahead and just bring it straight out just to there, just enough to get this guy in here. We're going to create a turnaround lane because these things help out a lot when it comes to traffic. Let's see if we can get nice and close. I think we can. We just need to be a little bit smart about it. Yeah, I think that, okay, that'll work. That looks pretty good. It's a little off, but you know what, not much I can do about that. So again, that's not too bad. Kind of wish it was up on the higher level, but well, what can I do about that? So creating this overpass is going to be an interesting task, needless to say. Building on these hills, this game in hills do not always get along the greatest, so that's going to be very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and do 15. Let's try and get these as straight. Should we just go for straight out of the gate and then curve it later on? I think that might be the best bet. So if we do 15 and just get as close as we can. And then, do we want to curve, or do we want to have it come straight over and then curve? I think we can get away with just coming straight over and then curving. We'll see how that looks here. And then we'll do the same thing here. We'll go and delete this little bit right there. And let's go ahead and do 15 like we did before. Unfortunately, it is going to be a little different, but oh well. And then just come as close to that as we possibly can. There we go. And then we'll try and curve. Oops, grab the right tool. Kind of curve and come down. Kind of slightly curve. We don't need to curve too much, is what it looks like. I think that'll work pretty good. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty good. Now, if we can only get this other side to operate, that will be really good. So let's just see what we can do here. So slide curve, and just kind of follow this curve on around, and if we can get this to look decent, I think that'll work. That is a little off, but I think, yeah, that looks pretty good. It's actually like one of the best I've done. There's a little kick out here. We don't really need that. Did I redo that or something recently? I'm not sure. But let's just kind of redo that just so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, that looks alright. That looks great, actually. I mean, it's definitely still, I can see a little bit of problem, but I mean, I'm not going to mess with it. That's probably one of the best first times I've had in this game. It's definitely rare that you get things to work, especially when it comes to bridges and curves and adding like declines and all that stuff to it. So we're also going to create, hopefully, a nice frontage road. Yeah, the frontage roads are definitely nice. They can be a little bit of a hassle as well, because you're I don't know, you know, they can just bring in so much more traffic than what, you know, is right for the area. Because I mean, you're gonna end up building off of them most likely, and then all these people are going to hop onto them instead of onto some of the main roads. But they do help in creating more development, giving you less wasted space. And honestly, I just like the look of them. I don't know what it is about frontage roads. They're just such a genius idea to me, because, you know, I'm okay with, you know, like green space and all that kinds of stuff, but it's like it's a good idea because, I mean, you get to relieve the commercial demand, you know, and it also creates like a sound buffer. You basically just create a sound wall if you just put a wall of businesses right next to it. I know that's how one of our main freeways are. Actually, both of our major freeways are. There's just nothing but commercial that lines the whole way down, and that comes good and bad. I mean, that generates a huge amount of traffic, which is not good, but for the neighborhoods that are behind it, it limits the amount of noise, so it's definitely good there. So I mean, you know, of course, with everything there's gonna be good and bad. I mean, there's of course good and bad in just doing a normal, I don't know how to explain it, like run-of-the-mill freeway, you know, without frontage roads. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this one in reverse, see if we can kind of create something a little decent. I don't really like coming off of those roads if we can help it, because then we get a lot of cross traffic and it can cause problems. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it be. I'm gonna let it slide. If it gets out of hand, then we will redo it. So this one, let's go and keep it two-way up until this point. So let's not do one-way. Let's only do one-way up until that point. Not sure why it's still showing. Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, I'm not sure why it's still showing it like that, but yes, okay. So that way we'll do that, and we'll go ahead and do that. I also turned on the arrows in the texture mod that I'm using for the American roads. I think they're still a little. I definitely like them better than not having some of the arrows, because it would confuse me. I could never quickly look and see. But there is definitely a little bit more than I would like there to be, but I mean, I can definitely live with it. So, and right there, okay. So give nice off ramps and on ramps to make it nice and easy for people here. We're not going to do any rezoning right at the moment. We do need to get, let's see, we do need to get power going back into this area, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and do that, reconnect into there, and then this can swing over, and we'll just have it connect into there, and hopefully one of those businesses will keep afloat. They are kind of, we're going to have to take a look there and see if there's anything we have to do there. So there's kind of our half-done freeway right now. What are we going to do? What we are going to do, if I can talk, is we're going to take out We did one-way these. We didn't one-way these, though. Let's go and do that. I'm just going to do it because it's going to make my life a lot easier. Because I know later on I'm going to end up expanding this and I'll forget. And then we'll end up with some major traffic backup because of me being not so smart. Like if you saw me in my software inc video, I actually put down a window instead of a door. So yeah, that just about ruined the game. Good learning experience, but you know, about ruined the game. So so we're going to do that. I think we're not going to cross the freeway quite yet. We're going to get things staged for it, but we are going to, I don't think they put stoplights there. They do there, but we're just going to start, we're going to see what this does. Just putting stop signs there and putting a stop sign there. And then of course put the yield signs where they're needed just to prevent traffic from getting too ahead of itself. And we'll go and put a stop sign there just to make sure. We're going, we don't need it because there's not anybody that's gonna be getting off there, but we'll just oh man, I didn't one-way this road either. Let's just go ahead and do that. And we're gonna bring the traffic light back. Alright, let's go and switch that back off. Let's make sure ours, nope. Alright, you might, no, let's go and leave it just on that side, and then of course we'll put the yield sign here. Don't really need it, and in fact it's probably going to take it out when I do that, but I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. So that should hopefully get traffic moving a little bit better. You see traffic trying to figure itself out right now. Hopefully they won't get too out of hand. Let's see, we need to turn the traffic light off there. And let's go and turn it on there. And let's make sure, because yeah, I was afraid of that with this mod. Let's go and turn off traffic lights where they're not needed, just so we can limit traffic congestion through this area. Turn that one off. That one's good. Okay. So we'll leave it like that for now. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for them to bring in like 5-lane roads and all that kinds of stuff. Yeah, this was what I was kind of wondering if I was going to if I can even talk, if I was going to have a traffic backup like this. So yeah, I'm going to say we probably want a traffic light here, which is perfectly fine. It's just an experiment. I mean, we could almost stop this direction. There's like no cars that come down this way. So what if we stop this direction and stop this direction and give them the right of way? That could work. There's not that much traffic, but these guys are gonna end up, yeah, they get going. Let's let that run for a little bit, see if anything bad happens from that. Because I'm kind of curious if that'll work. I know that's going to not work. Yeah, well, they are moving, so I mean that's the good part, and then it allows this off ramp to move too. Let's it is getting a little bit more backed up than I would like. I mean, it's not bad, but it's gonna build up on itself. So let's go and put his traffic light down, and let's see how it reacts to that. So that's pretty good. We don't need to worry about timing or anything right now, and these guys need to go. I forgot to de-zone this area here. Like that, because we don't want people building there. Let's just take that out for now. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. I'm not sure why you got abandoned there. So that should allow for some better traffic flow. Should allow people to get around faster. We're probably gonna need to rebuild that interchange at some point. Is this zoned out? It's not, but we're not gonna worry about it because we don't need to. We just need to kind of worry about people right now. So that's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with how this area is turning out. This one's going to be the next one. We should have more than enough room for on and off ramps. Is that traffic backing up? It is. Not sure why traffic is backing up so bad there. Maybe we do need to get an off ramp going sooner, or overpass going sooner than I thought there. We probably wouldn't hurt getting some buses going, at least like 2 lines going. But we're gonna worry about that in a little bit. So this area, I want to do, this is just kind of making sure everything's looking good, nothing's out of hand, not missing anything. Okay. So we do have a little bit of housing demand. We do have a little bit of commercial demand. So maybe we should take care of the housing real quick. Do we have any sort of death wave or anything? Let's go and take a look at our stats. So yeah, we did drop a little bit. I think that we were in the middle of a death wave, but we are picking up population again. We're on our way to 11,000 people. Almost wondering if we should widen out this road just all the way through in between these two roads, just to kind of encourage people to drive these roads instead of these. Traffic's not backing up too bad here, I do suppose. It did clear up a little bit, so that's good. So let's see, we got commercial building there, commercial there. I want to build, let's see, we're only 11,000 people, so we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. I want to build this to what a city would most likely build itself to. Not sure why I did that, because that's there, and then there, so maybe I messed up somewhere, because there's only one, and that would be another main road, so let's not do that. I'm not sure what I was doing there. I thought I already fixed this. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to go like every 2 roads, and we'll go ahead and do like a main road. So let's go ahead and let's just mark it with some trees. No one's gonna be able to park on this road, but that's okay. And then we'll go ahead and turn that road back into regular, which is probably not gonna make people too happy, but you know, my mistake. So let's go and do that and that. So all right, so yeah, so we're gonna have 2, so possible one ways, main road, possible one ways, main road, and then this is going to be regular again as well. I'm not sure, I guess I messed up count somewhere, because then actually no, oh yeah, because then we're gonna have 2 and then we're gonna have 1 more. So let me go and just mark it. So 1, 2, and I also want to kind of get some sort of coastal road going as well. What I plan is probably have something that comes down and probably meets up here and here, maybe kind of splits off somewhere in here, and it kind of joins being the coastal road, and then maybe have it meet back up here and then kind of follow this coast on around. I was kind of looking at this area, and I do plan to, I think we're gonna have, I was kind of thinking of skipping a freeway for this area and just coming down here, but we might just have one up here as well. I know I was going over that in a couple of videos. I'm just trying to decide the best way of doing a freeway, because it would be nice, but who knows. But let's see here. Are these guys turning like a different color, like a brown? Well, I guess it could be the. No, that looks fine. It was just the zone mode was on, so they were turning colors on me, and it was dying over there. So, yeah. So it's looking pretty good. We do need to get fire sorted out, so probably could use another fire station like up here, just to make sure everyone's covered and good. Police is decent. Education could be better. Do we have a high school? We do down there. We may need to build one more. And then health should be decent enough. We do. Was this guy still on? I'm not sure why I have a guy so close there. Maybe I forgot to turn it off. We'll have to look into that. And that's pretty good. We've got 2 cemeteries. Do we have any of these? I don't think we have any of those right now, but we will probably need to put some of those down eventually. So yeah, guys, so I think we pretty much spent the whole episode just doing this here, but we're definitely going to expand the city out now that we have that. I'm going to go ahead and probably buy this piece of land in the next episode and start building that coastal road a little bit, and kind of expanding this way a little bit more than we have been, and we'll kind of expand out of this little square area, and then eventually I think we'll start building a suburb, a little small town somewhere kind of outside the city. Just kind of a way for people to live outside the city and also kind of build a new area. I think it'll be over, I'm thinking over here, but I could be over here, maybe over here by the lake or something. But I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll figure that out probably in the next couple episodes. If you guys like this series, go to the like button, don't favorite, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. And definitely stay tuned for future episodes. And as always, thanks for watching.